saying if some of the Lonnie handled some stuff, you know, it was like I wasn't in charge.
At that point, you were slightly detached from the process?
I wasn't in charge.
Okay. Have you ever had a conversation with Kathy Hutchins?
No, she's the police chief. I
think she's a fire chief, but...
I mean, the fire chief. I thought it was a man. I didn't know it was a woman until later.
But you've never had any conversations with her?
I don't think so.
Who is Alex Adams?
I don't know. It's a cop, a police officer.
Have you ever had a conversation with him?
Just seen his name.
Okay. How about Dan Berube?
Just seen his name.
But you've never had a conversation
No,
with
sir.
him? How about Gregory Beeves?
He's the gentleman in the jail with the assassination comment.
Okay, excellent. And I'm just trying to go through. So, but you have never seen Kathy Hutchins do anything unusual or?
I don't think I've ever met her. If I have, it's.
How about Alex Adams?
Don't know.
Berube, we talked. No.
Just a name.
Other than the incident you discussed about the assassination and the pointing at Janie Bronny's head, did you have any other contact with Gregory Beeves?
I don't think so.
Deidre Gray? Who's Deidre Gray?
She's a dispatcher. Was a dispatcher.
Have you ever had a conversation with her about?
Nope, I don't think so.
Carol's February 15th arrest, February 18th arrest?
May 29th. She's the assault witness.
Oh, okay, but you've never talked to her about the February 18th arrest?
No, but she wasn't involved in that arrest.
Okay.
I never talked to her at all.
I'm not playing games. I really don't know.
I know her at all.
Okay, sorry.
No.
All right. Robert LaRue.
I have spoken to him.
About the February 18th, 2001 arrest?
Yes, and I might have talked to him about one or two other things, but it was minor.
What did he tell you about the February 18th, 2001 arrest?
He told me to write an internal affairs complaint.
Did you do so?
Yes. I did discuss with him on the, I think it was right after it happened, and I discussed Beeves with him, and I did discuss, and this is honestly, that I didn't feel comfortable with filing a written complaint on Beeves if he was standing in the police station, and I assumed he understood that. So, I mean, I filed a complaint with TCLOS immediately in writing. They told me they had no standing. Then I went to Internal Affairs, and it was LaRue, and he was very, very, very nice. And I said, I can't write it, but I will, and I did.
So your complaint to LaRue was not about Hauptman or Lorenz, but about Mr. Beeves, or Officer Beeves, or I don't know what his rank is.
Correct. I did not have any information about Hoffman, and I didn't know about 759, that incident.
Well,
I just
what
knew.
Is 759?
When they came in earlier that day, the cops went to his parents' house at 7:59 a.m. I didn't know about that for a year.
Okay.
I didn't have any information about anything because I personally was upset about Beeves. That was my interest, was that, you know, that was the deal. I had a complaint. I mean, Carol doesn't have a complaint about Mr. Beeves. I do.
Excellent. And I'm just, again,
and so I stay on that. I didn't stay, you know, to me, my interest was Mr. Beeves, please help me. And
so the only officer or Jersey Village employee that you complained about to Robert LaRue was Gregory Beeves?
As far as I know, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Who is initial T. Peterson?
I think you see the gentleman that was on the complaint with the leg, the March leg incident. I think he may be the officer. And I went in there with her.
The March leg incident?
There was an incident where Lonnie hit her in the leg, and we went, and there's photographs that are in the exhibits. And there is a police report.
But Mr. Peterson, did he ever do anything unprofessional or wrong or odd in your opinion?
Yes.
What was that?
He didn't do anything. Now, that's odd to me. We went in there, we did the deal, we filed the complaint, or we were supposed to, and nothing happened. So
T. Peterson is a Jersey Village officer who took a complaint from Carol with her about an alleged assault by Mr. Davis.
Yes.
And your complaint or your understanding of Miss Davis's complaint against Mr. Peterson, or is it Miss or Mr.? T.
Mr.
Peterson, was that he did not follow up on that properly.
He left it open. It's still open.
S.L. Ruff?
I've just seen his name.
Okay, so you don't know who he is?
Do not.
Stephen Roski,
Don't know him, just seen his name.
C.N. Wiedermeyer.
I thought he gave me the mace initially. I thought it was the fire chief, and then I thought he was the police chief, and now I think it's D.R. Smith. So I really don't know. I mean, like I said, I thought.
But a tall, gray-haired gentleman gave you a
Well,
mace.
I'm a midget, so I mean, anybody bigger than me with my head in their chest, I think is tall. Like I said, 5'11".
A gray-haired man of at least 5'10".
So yeah, but I mean, my husband's 6'7" and thin. Lonnie to me is a big guy, but this guy was a beer drinking dude and a happy camper. Looked like a guy. I mean, I don't know who he was, but to me, he was an angel on this earth. I mean, I was just.
Okay.
I mean, well,
all right.
It stunned me.
All right.
But they all look like that in Washington County. Everybody looks the same.
Okay. I'll politely say objection non-responsive and go on to the. Just a quick follow-up on the whole car incident with Officer Hauptman. You did not own that car. Is that correct?
No.
No, you did not own it?
No.
And you understood that it was Mr. Davis's car?
No.
Whose car was it?
I thought it was the family. I thought it was both their cars.
Okay, but it was the Davis family car.
Yeah, that's what I've called it, is the Davis family car. For lack of understanding, that's what I thought it was.
All right.
Somebody should have told me it was somebody else's. But I did write a complaint. On Mr. Beeves. I did write one complaint, 919, 915 incidents, and I did write what I knew. And Beeves is in there. It's just 3 or 4 pages. But the internal affairs complaint, it's not just on Mr. Beeves. It's on, I mean, it's just what happened. It has about Hoffman, and it has about Mr. Beeves.
Have you or to your knowledge, has Carol ever taped a conversation between you and me?
What?
Between you and me, like on the phone?
I did tape you the other day when we first got on the phone, because she tries to write down stuff on the back porch with 3 dogs. And so I turned on the tape just so, because I mean, I don't want her to misunderstand what you say. So until we get with the flow, because I mean, I told you it was very scary for her to talk to you. Remember when I said she had to get prepared? So I turned on the tape halfway through, but we've destroyed it by now. It doesn't exist.
So it doesn't exist?
I don't think so. I think we've, I mean, it's one of those things where, we just zip you back. Because if she understood you, I just didn't want.
I wasn't that exciting?
Nope.
Okay.
Nobody is.
Have you ever taped any other conversations between either you and me or Miss Davis and me?
Not that I'm aware of, no, sir.
How about between you and Mr. Viata or Miss Davis and Mr. Viata?
Don't know, no.
How about Miss Matlock?
No.
Mr. Payne, did you ever tape any of the conversations between you and Mr. Payne or Miss Davis and Mr. Payne?
I have tapes of Mr. Payne. I'm sorry. I have tapes of Mr. Payne. He's the voice of God.
So I'll take that as a yes.
I don't know if I think I have one tape of Payne dictating stuff to me. I play it over and over.
How about,
I mean, there's one word he says, and it's civil rights. I mean, it's just a grabber, babe,
How about Mr. Decker?
I don't think so. Well, I have to think. Mr. Decker, no, I've never spoken to Mr. Decker.
Okay, do you know if Carol has tapes of her and Mr. Decker?
I don't know.
Okay,
we don't have them at our house.
Okay, how about Mr. Castaneda?
No, I don't think so.
Mr. Cruz?
No.
And Miss Karen Zellers?
Don't know her.
Okay. All right, got through that part. There was, in the documents you turned over to me, there was a picture of a gun.
Yep.
Whose gun is that?
Ask Lonnie.
It's Lonnie's gun?
No, ask Lonnie who it was. Lonnie gave it to Carol supposedly for Christmas. I don't believe it.
Okay, how did the picture...
I just don't believe he gave it to her for Christmas.
How did the picture of the gun get into your possession?
Because I have the gun.
You have the gun?
Yeah. How do you think I got the picture?
Today?
No, I didn't bring it today. But I have the gun.
Look who's causing trouble now. Let the record reflect that was the Attorney General.